2022 has definitely been a terrible year for Cristiano Ronaldo. It has been the year that we've seen him get kicked out of Man United, and his biggest rival Lionel Messi has just won the World Cup. So it just feels like everything is falling apart for Ronaldo. But now the question everyone is asking is, what is next for Cristiano Ronaldo? Well, our mission today is to try to revive his career and help one of the greatest players of all time to end his chapter the right way. So the first thing we're going to have to do is to try to find a new club, because in game he is also not wanted by Man United and Erik ten Hag is trying to kick him out. Now, contrary to the reports that the media is saying Ronaldo doesn't have options, he's actually getting offers from the different clubs. We've gotten offers from Napoli and AC Milan so far, but Ronaldo thinks he needs to wait a bit more for the perfect offer to come in. Now, 31 days into the January transfer window, we're talking about deadline day here. We have finally gotten an offer from one of the biggest clubs in European football, and we are talking about FC Bayern. This is a great club, and I think is a perfect fit for Ronaldo, and it should guarantee Champions League football and at least a league title to come with it. This is a challenge that Ronaldo has been waiting for, and he is ready to break records again. It is debut time for Cristiano Ronaldo in the Bundesliga. I am absolutely excited for this one, and we are just hoping that he's able to find form that he was struggling to get with Man United in the last half of the season. We are only 3 minutes in, and a good pass to Ronaldo. Ronaldo plays it across to Müller, and that is the first assist for Ronaldo. Only 4 minutes into his Bundesliga debut. It's looking absolutely amazing for Ronaldo right now. A great pass to set up the goal, and what a start Ronaldo is having to his Bayern Munich career. Alphonso Davies is steaming forward with the ball. Ronaldo calls for the ball. A good pass to Ronaldo. Ronaldo with the touch. What a strike that is! Ronaldo has gotten a debut goal in his first game for Bayern Munich. It's looking crazy right now, bro. And guys, this is actually such a sick goal. Outside the boot shot, and it goes in. The goalkeeper couldn't do anything about it. And that is it for the first game of Ronaldo's Bundesliga career. Ronaldo was absolutely unstoppable. He was able to bag a goal and an assist, and that is the start that everyone was hoping for. After the great start Ronaldo had into his Bayern career, we were hoping to carry on this form into the next few games. But Ronaldo missed a very vital penalty against Frankfurt, and he also missed a very good chance in the last minutes of the game. And that game ended as a 0-0 draw, which also had an effect to Ronaldo's place in the starting 11. So ahead of the next game, he was dropped to the bench. And now we find out that Bayern Munich are actually in the Europa League, not the Champions League. And we are up against Leicester in the round of 16. Ronaldo came off the bench, but the game ended as a 1-1 draw, with Ronaldo having little to no effect in the game. In the next game, Ronaldo was able to bag a goal, but that wasn't enough as Bayern Munich lost 5-2 to Mainz, and that was another disappointing result. But this means we have to turn our focus back into Europa League football, as it is very vital that Bayern Munich win against Leicester. And once again, Ronaldo is coming off the bench. Once again, Ronaldo was showing just how important he is to this Bayern Munich side, as he was able to bag 2 goals to help Bayern move on to the next stage of the competition. His form continued to show in the next game, as he was able to get a very vital assist to Angel Correa, and then he got a last minute goal to help bring back this game to 3-2 against Werder Bremen. In the next game against RB Leipzig, Ronaldo got the only goal in the game to help Bayern Munich secure a 1-0 win, and this meant that Ronaldo has gotten 4 goals in his last 6 Bundesliga appearances. And now we are back in the Europa League, and who else but Ronaldo to bag a goal for Bayern Munich despite coming off the bench once again. But the game ended as a draw, as we conceded a penalty, and that means we have to win the second leg in order to move on to the next stage of the competition. And after adding a goal to his league tally, Ronaldo went on to the Europa League to score 2 very important goals to send Bayern Munich through to the quarterfinals of the Europa League. In the next 3 games, Ronaldo was able to get 3 goals, and that led us to the most important match of the season so far, and that is a Europa League quarterfinal against Manchester City. Only goal to separate the two sides in this very tight encounter was this effort from Cristiano Ronaldo, which gave Bayern Munich the advantage ahead of the second leg in this Europa League tie. The next Bundesliga game, Ronaldo was able to get a goal and an assist to help Bayern get a 2-1 win, and his goal scoring form continues. This season so far, Ronaldo has gotten 20 goals in 36 appearances, and then we look at his Bayern record, and he's the club's top scorer with 15 goals and 3 assists in 18 appearances this season, and it looks like Ronaldo has settled in very well in the club and he continues to produce very great performances. Talking about great performances, he was able to get a goal in the last few minutes of the game against Bayer Leverkusen to help us get a 2-1 win, and it further increased our points tally in the league. Now up next we have a game against Juventus in the semi-finals of the Europa League, and once again Ronaldo is starting off the bench, and it is fair to say he was able to have a good contribution as he got a very late goal to help Bayern secure a 2-0 win against Juventus, and we have a very huge advantage ahead of the second leg. Now before we turn our focus back to the Europa League, we have to take a look at the league standings, and Bayern Munich have comfortably won the league, so that is another trophy that Ronaldo could add to his trophy cabinet, and this means that Ronaldo has actually won 4 of the top 5 leagues in Europe, so that further cements his place as one of the greatest players of all time in football history. Now back in Europa League action, and we lost the game 1-0 to Juventus, but that wasn't enough to send Juventus through, which meant we got a place in the Europa League final. In the next game, Ronaldo was able to bag his first hat-trick for Bayern with these 3 amazing goals. And he even went on to get a 4th. I mean, look at this goal, man. That's absolute perfection. And that performance helped us to wrap up our league campaign. And now it was time for us to turn all the focus to the Europa League final. So far this season, Ronaldo has been able to get 23 goals and 3 assists in 25 games for Bayern Munich. And in the most important game of the season, we are hoping that he's going to be able to add more to the tally and help us win the trophy. We're up against AC Milan in this must-win game and the most important game of Cristiano Ronaldo's Bayern Munich career. 3 minutes into the final and Ronaldo has gotten a goal. It's absolutely crazy the kind of season Ronaldo's having. After being rejected by Man United, he is here bagging goals in the Europa League final. It is very great to see. An assist by Cristiano Ronaldo was able to set Angel Correa free for the second goal for Bayern Munich in this Europa League final, and it looks like we're comfortably winning the Europa League. But AC Milan had very different ideas as they pulled one back very quickly, and then Rafael Leao was able to get them a second goal to bring the match to 2-2. Very shaky defensively, and we nearly conceded a 3rd goal as well. But a great counter-attack was able to set us free, and we got a 3rd goal in the final, in this very exciting final, to bring the score to 3-2 to Bayern Munich. All we needed to then do was to hold on to the lead, and that is exactly what we did, and we won the Europa League final 3-2 against AC Milan. What better way to end off the season than with the Europa League trophy? Ronaldo has been able to play a very big part in this journey, and I think Ronaldo is looking forward to next season to help Bayern Munich win the Champions League. After a very successful first season at Bayern Munich, it is time for Ronaldo to start season 2. He isn't retiring this season because he believes he still has at least a season left in him at the top level, and we have an aim of getting the Champions League trophy, so we are going to work throughout the whole season to get to that. We start off the season by going up against Bayer Leverkusen in the German Super Cup, and obviously Cristiano Ronaldo was able to get a goal, and that goal was enough to get us the whole trophy, and we start off the season in the best way possible. But we have our eyes set on getting a second trophy already this season, and that is in the UEFA Super Cup, and the only goal in this game came by Angel Correa, and that goal was able to win us the game against Champions League winners Atletico Madrid. And if anything, this just shows that we have the greatest potential to go on and win the Champions League this season.
Several months later.
We are now in December, and things aren't looking as great as they were last season for Cristiano Ronaldo. Firstly, Bayern are second on the table. We are a few points off the top. We can see that Ronaldo has gotten only 3 goals in 9 appearances this season for Bayern, and he hasn't been getting game time. So things aren't as good as they were last season. But in other news, we are qualified for the knockout stages of the Champions League, so that is something to look forward to. And Ronaldo now has to work his way towards fitness so he could play a huge role for the rest of the season. After another disappointing performance from Cristiano Ronaldo, we have just been informed that we are no longer in the plans of the manager moving forward for Bayern Munich. So the only thing we could do right now is to hope that he picks up form and he is able to win back the trust of the manager. But we are transfer listed, so it's going to be very difficult to get out of this situation. Ronaldo heard this news and obviously didn't take it lightly. As he came on very late in the next game, he was able to bag not 1, not 2, but 3 goals to make it a second hat-trick in the Bayern Munich shirt, and he is trying to prove some haters wrong this season. After the sensational performance from Ronaldo, we have just gotten an offer from RB Leipzig to join the club But Ronaldo doesn't think his time at Bayern is over. He still thinks he has something to prove, and he did just that in the next game as he got a brace to help Bayern Munich get a 2-2 draw against Frankfurt. On the last day of the transfer window, Ronaldo decided to stay as we haven't gotten any concrete offers for him this window, and he decided that he is going to fight for his place in this Bayern team and try and make a turnaround in performances for the rest of this season. This turnaround started by getting a goal in the league and getting 2 goals against Atletico Madrid in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16, and Ronaldo is finally starting to pick up form again. He got this amazing goal against Wolfsburg, and he continued his goal scoring form by getting a goal against Atletico Madrid to help us pull through to the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Ronaldo in the Champions League this season so far has gotten 4 goals in 4 games, and he's looking to carry on that form against his former employers, Manchester United, in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Once again, making an appearance from the bench, he was able to grab a goal in a 1-1 draw against Manchester United, and it is all to play for in the second leg of this tie. Ronaldo was called upon once again in the second leg of this game, and he made immediate effect by getting a goal, and a clutch performance by Neuer kept the game level. And then in the closing stages of the game, Ronaldo was able to get a very important goal to put Bayern Munich ahead. And not too long after, Ronaldo got a hat-trick against his former club, Manchester United, to help Bayern Munich progress through to the next stage of the Champions League. Our incredible Champions League run is to continue with us going up against PSG, but we saw ourselves go behind in the first leg thanks to a goal by Kylian Mbappe. In the second leg, a goal by Angel Correa and 2 goals by Cristiano Ronaldo were enough to send us through to the final of the Champions League. Now we turn our focus back to the Bundesliga, where after a 2-2 draw against Stuttgart, it meant that we are going into the last day of the season level on point with Frankfurt. And in order for us to win the whole title, Frankfurt need to lose or draw their last game. So it is looking a bit ropey, and we're going to the last game of the season without knowing what the outcome will be. Our last Bundesliga game of the season is against Freiburg, and it is a must-win game for us, but at the same time, the league result is dependent on if Frankfurt lose their game. Ronaldo got on the score sheet to make his tally, 15 goals in his 26 appearances this season, and we got a comfortable 3-0 win in the last league game of the season, and it is time for us to find out if that was enough to win us the title. Lads, as you guys can see, Frankfurt were able to win the last game, and it means they took the title away from our hands on the last day of the season. It is a sad way to go out, but at the same time, we are in the Champions League final, so we have to look forward to that, and we have to put all our energy and focus into that competition so we can win the ultimate prize. Now to the final and most important game of the season. We are going up against Liverpool in the Champions League final. It was a very tight encounter, but right before half time, look at this for a header from Cristiano Ronaldo. He gets his 5th goal in the Champions League final, and that further increases his record as the highest scorer in Champions League finals in history. That goal proved to be the deciding goal in this fixture, as Bayern Munich were able to hold on to the 1-0 lead and help Ronaldo win his 6th Champions League trophy. That is an incredible achievement for Cristiano Ronaldo, and what better way to end off a season that had many ups and downs than to win the Champions League trophy. This indeed is the ultimate competition in club football. But now it is decision time for Cristiano Ronaldo. Is he going to take another season? Is he going to retire? And the answer to that is he is going to retire from football. I think this is the best way possible for us to end Ronaldo's career, with him cementing his place as one of the greatest players of all time, and he is ending his career on a high by winning the Champions League trophy. And lads, let me know if you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you drop a like if you did, and make sure you subscribe to my channel if you are new, and I'll catch you guys in my next video. Have a good rest of your day, and goodbye.